Hey everyone, it's Claire. I am back and I am doing a video today on how to manifest using Pinterest or an online vision board. I'm super excited because this really does work and you guys are going to get some really great results by following these techniques. So while you're here, go ahead, like this video and subscribe for more, and let's get into it. The more that I have been using this technique, the more that I have realized that this really does work, and it really is such a simple technique. So go ahead, like this video and subscribe for more, and let's go ahead and get right into it. So basically, when we're talking about manifesting, basically what you have to do is you compile the images that you want, and you can use whatever images that you like, whether it's trips, whether it's locations, whether it's relationship goals, ways that you want to look, things that you want to have, and you will compile this into either a Google Doc or a Pinterest board. The reason that I use Pinterest is because it has so many different options and there's so many different cool pictures to look at, and you can compile them easily onto a board. I'm gonna go over the details of this because this has really worked for me, and it's just really amazing to see how easily this ends up working when you do the techniques properly. And decide what it is you want first, okay? So you have to have an idea of where you want to go, what it is that you want to see, what it is that you want to have, what do you want to look like, all these different things. Or you can have different boards for different topics. So for example, you can have a full board for travel or a full board for how you want your house to look, and you are going to create your board. So look through the pictures, choose the ones wisely, choose the ones that you really want to see and the specific details of things that you want to see or have or do, and that is going to go into your Pinterest board. Okay. The second step is that you are going to create a daily practice or a weekly practice where you will look at these images multiple times a week. Usually in the mornings or the evenings are a great time to do this. And you're going to just look at these images, enjoy the images, enjoy looking at them, and really soak in those visuals, okay? You have to actually believe that yes, the universe is going to be delivering you these items and these things and these trips and whatever it is that you are wanting to manifest over time, okay? So you have to have that belief, and you have to know that yes, I'm putting this image in, the universe is going to do its work as you follow these techniques that I'm going to continue to show you, okay? So be excited, have an open mind. So what's going to happen here is you are going to be looking at your images and you are going to be feeling emotions about them, okay? The things that are easiest and the things that you feel are manageable and are achievable to you are most likely going to bring up excitement in you, and you're going to feel excited and happy as you look at them. However, the other thing is that you most likely will also be wanting to receive bigger manifestations. And as you look at these images initially, you are probably going to receive some resistance in your body. And that is okay. That's normal, because when you look at these images that are so amazing and something that you really want, but they're so far away, it's likely that your brain and your body are not used to looking at them yet, and they're not used to thinking that that is achievable for you. So what you do in this case, it's really simple, is you will be looking at these images and feeling the resistance about them. So for example, if you want a really, really nice car and you have that image in your board and you look at it and you feel resistance and you feel lack and you feel pain or doubt, that's okay. You just work through that and you just process it, maybe do some meditations, breathing, allow yourself to feel the resistance, and it will dissipate, it will leave your body over time, and you will become more and more comfortable looking at the image of that car that you want over time, okay? And then over the course of days, weeks, and months, you will become so comfortable with all of these images, including the fancy car, including the fancy places and trips and things, that they will start to feel exciting when you look at them. You will no longer feel lack, you will feel excited, you feel like that juicy excitement where you're like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. This is what I deserve. This is meant for me and I can achieve this. That is the feeling that you want. That is the feeling that transfers to the universe, meaning that you have sent your manifestation to the universe once you have that excited feeling. So you have to get yourself all the way to that point with each of the things that you want in order to send that message to the universe, okay? So remove those blocks. It may take weeks, it may take months. Keep looking at the images and keep releasing the resistance until you look at them and you're excited and you are like, yes, this is mine, this is meant for me, the universe is gonna bring it. Once that has happened and once you have been able to achieve that emotion with all of these different things that you want, then you can let it go, okay? So this is the time when you can finally let it go. You don't have to do your manifestation practices every day anymore or as much, and you can go about your life now and start focusing on other things because now you have sent that to the universe. The next thing that you have to do here is you have to go about your life and have patience and be in a good vibration, okay? So yes, you may have ups and downs. You're probably not always going to be extremely excited and happy, but you know that it's going to happen when you are in a happy space, when you are in that excited space. That's when you're going to be able to receive your manifestation. So just be aware of that the time that it takes is going to depend on the universe working with you and your energy, and that's when you're going to receive the manifestation or the impulse to receive the manifestation, okay? So don't worry if you have your ups and downs. Keep being patient. Keep knowing that, yes, it is going to happen. It will happen when you are in a good mood, though, so make sure that you try to be in a good mood as much as possible. And why not anyway be in a good mood, because that's what you want to be regardless, okay? And then the patience that it takes means that you're not thinking about it as much. You're not really thinking about it at all because you're enjoying your life. You have other things going on. Fill your life with things to do so that you can be excited. What makes you excited in the now? Is it hanging out with friends? Is it going on road trips? Is it going on drives with the music playing? Is it dancing in your room? Is it creating or working on a project that makes you happy and excited? What are those things that make you happy and excited now? Because that is the energetic vibration that you need to be in order to receive those manifestations that you have been working on. The next thing that you have to do is be aware of the universe communicating with you, okay? So this is a real thing, everybody. This is a real thing. When you are in the vibrational vicinity of your manifestation, you will receive an impulse from the universe what you have to do next, okay? So what is this? This could mean, it could be that you are working on your project, you're going about your day, you're in a good mood, and suddenly you have the impulse to, oh, I'm gonna call my friend today, or I'm gonna call my dad or someone in your life, and you want to hang out with them randomly. And this may be random. It may not be something that you do all the time, but go for it. Go ahead, make the call. You know, you received the impulse about. That's your inspired action. That's what's getting you closer to receiving your manifestation. The universe is trying to help you find the manifestation and come to it, okay? A lot of times you will have to kind of go about and do something and move about in the world and go somewhere in order to come face to face with your manifestation, okay? Yes, there are cases where the universe will literally bring you your manifestation, but it's good to be aware of both, and it's good to be aware that inspired action does often help. When you receive your impulse, like, oh, I should go hang out with this person, I should go to this park, I should go to this location, follow that impulse and go do it. If you are in a good mood, if you're feeling excited about it, then that means that this is in line with your manifestation, and you will see results in the 3D reality of your manifestation. Now, this is really exciting, and I will also mention that you have to be open-minded. Yes, you will receive your manifestation, which is really exciting. However, it may not be exactly what you have on your vision board, but it will be very similar. That's a great thing because that means that life is even more exciting because you don't know exactly how it's going to end up being or when. For example, example, in my life, I had a vision board where I had a bunch of fancy dresses and things that I wanted, and I also had a picture of a bunch of cherry blossoms in Japan, just like a full bunch of cherry blossoms in a river, and it was so beautiful, along with the dresses, along with the things that I wanted to have. I also had a picture of a very large mountain with trails, and you could see out, and it was just really a beautiful scene. This is how my manifestation ended up resulting. So I had been looking at those things for a couple weeks, and I was excited about them. I let them go. Then I decided one day that I wanted to hang out with my dad, and we ended up going on this hike, and it was a beautiful hike in a very beautiful area. And surprisingly, the hike ended up looking very, very similar to the images of the hike that I had on my vision board. Now, this was random because we just randomly decided to go on this hike. And then from there, we went down, we walked down into the city. We walked into this large, beautiful marble building, and there was tons of marble, which I forgot I did manifest that because I had interior design with marble that I was looking at that was really beautiful. But anyway, so we walk into this beautiful building, tons of marble everywhere. It was so beautiful, and I was like, okay, another manifestation check. And then from there, we were walking outside, and I wanted to go around back because something was making me want to go around the back of the building. So I was like, let's go around the back of the building. And that's not something that we would have done, but I had that impulse about it. So we walked around back. There ended up being a huge, beautiful fountain, bunch of cherry blossoms all in that fountain. And so I was like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. Look at all these cherry blossoms. And then I remembered, okay, I had that Japanese cherry blossom picture on my board, and there it is here. It's not Japan, but it is my manifestation, okay? So turning around, we were walking back, and suddenly there's all these girls wearing their beautiful gowns, their beautiful dresses, which I had been looking at because I wanted to get some dresses like that. But I saw them and I was like, oh, there we go. Check. There we have the manifestation of the dresses that I was looking at. All these prom dresses, people doing prom pictures. Example of how your manifestation may play out a little differently than what you thought, but it's still amazing, okay? Keep in mind that maybe you didn't go to Japan that time, or maybe you didn't get the dress that time, or maybe the building that you walked into wasn't your building that you own. Maybe you had been manifesting your own house, your own interior decor, as I was, but you ended up simply going into a building. Guess what? That is still okay, because when you are saturated inside that building and you are literally looking around inside the 3D reality of the building, this beautiful marble building, guess what? That is raising your energetic frequency even more to being and saturating your entire body and your physical being in the building, stepping you forward to the manifestation of actually having your own space that looks similar to that. Does that make sense? Even though it may not be the end goal, hey, you're in the building, you are feeling what it's like to be in the building, you're feeling what it's like to be in some space that is like that, and that's going to make it become even more normalized for your body to where it will be easier for you to manifest it again and manifest it again. Find a way to actually have a home that looks like that. So that is just an example of how the manifestations may work out or play out. It may be unique to you in a different way. Now, another last tip that I will say is you can even try this technique with something much simpler and something that is very easy. So for example, if you want to see a specific type of meal or a specific type of item that's achievable for you, you can put that on your board and you will see that happen much quicker, because if you're excited about it right away, it will be something that you can manifest very quickly, and it will just be proof of your power and proof that this does work. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Do use these techniques and see those manifestations come into your life, and I will see you guys in my next video. And remember, as always, you are so powerful. Bye guys.